Spooky Saturday night, and it's another Nukes top, I want to say 10.
What?
Yeah, it's a top 10. Scary videos of ghosts.
I have seen shit that'll turn you white.
Because Nuke is completely out of titles.
Like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Let's do this.
Factory worker Kama Kaylee recently moved from his home country of Greenland to live and work in Denmark. But little did he know that the apartment he moved into had a horribly dark past. 7 years ago, a 49-year-old man was brutally attacked and lost his life right outside the apartment's front door.
Okay.
After Kama moves in, he begins to notice his things moving and falling to the floor for no reason. He hears the creepy sound of someone knocking on his door, and doors inside the apartment slam shut for no reason. One afternoon, Kama hears strange sounds coming from somewhere inside his apartment. He pulls out his phone and starts to record as he tries to find the source of the odd noises. But then, this happens.
Oh, it's a bathroom. Oh.
Well, he speaks English.
That man just shit his pants.
At least one word.
Busted the hinges.
He's a bachelor.
Oh.
Kama gets a good jump scare as a door slams shut right in front of him. And, it seems to literally scare a fart right out of him. But now, this is where the fun ends and things start to get really dark. Because another day, not long after sunset, the eerie activity in the apartment starts up once again. Now, Kama is a bit scared, but once again, he takes out his phone to try to record proof of the creepy activity in his apartment.
Like,
what happens next is truly creepy.
that little dot blinks.
Yeah. Okay.
A cupboard door opens by itself and Kama's helmet slides across the floor. Later that night, Kama decides to live stream from his apartment. He says that he's having trouble sleeping because he keeps hearing things moving and falling to the floor over in the next room.
I could imagine.
What happens next, live on camera, is downright chilling.
가만 득도
Yeah, I'd say it was. That boy can move.
Did he leave the entire apartment
Yes.
complex? He's like done. Oh, I'll be a shadow of the window.
Caught live on stream, Kama hears the sounds of his belongings falling to the floor in the other room. But when he goes to investigate, the drawers of a small cupboard slide open on their own. Kama's had enough and runs down the stairs and out of the building. But when he looks up at his apartment window, he is shocked to see someone or something standing inside his apartment, seemingly looking right down at him. So with everything that has happened, could Kama's apartment actually be haunted by the restless ghost of the man whose life was taken there? Let me know what you think. Just a quick side note, but Greenlandic is only spoken by around 57,000 people in the entire world. So a huge thank you to Nukes Top 5 viewer Wilhelm for translating.
Huh. That'd be unnerving.
Dude just like had enough. He left his whole apartment. Like the whole complex just ran out.
I don't blame him on that one.
I don't think I've seen some dude run downstairs so fast.
I mean, I'm the skeptic here. That's my job, is to be the skeptic. And that one's pretty unnerving. Stuff moving around, things like that. I mean, we see it's been done a million times. But when he looked up in his window and you saw that shadow, could it be faked? Yeah. I mean, but his reaction, I don't know.
I put a lot of effort into it if it was faked.
I want an update on whether or not he
Moved.
Because that's one of the moments there I would think I'm just not tempting fate. So I think I'm good. I think...
Yeah, that would have been out.
Time for a new location.
Nukes Top 5 viewer videos. Nukes Top 5 viewer Natalie Hintz is taking a few iPhone Live photos of her sister-in-law and niece at a scenic lookout in Utah, when suddenly she notices something very odd.
Okay.
What?
When Natalie watches the live photos back, she notices a bicycle riding by at an alarming speed in the background, all on its own. There's no rider, and there's no one chasing the runaway bike. Natalie says she is creeped out by the strange photos.
I mean, dude could have fallen off and it could have just kept going, but not like that.
Yeah, has anybody seen Matt Graham?
Hi, I'm Matt Graham, and I'm here to demonstrate one of my favorite hunting tools, the atlatl.
I know he's from Utah. Maybe he was riding a bike and it just flew out from under him and just kept on flying by.
But I don't. It wouldn't have stayed upright that long.
Is it paranormal? Yeah. Is it a ghost?
I mean,
I'm not ready to call it a ghost. That's just very abnormal. That's what I'll leave it as.
Viewer Stephen Figueroa says that he's been experiencing paranormal events since he was 3 years old. He says that he has even seen full-bodied shadow apparitions in his home. So back in 2013, when Stephen was 18 years old, he says that he was finally able to capture proof of what he's been experiencing. But it's a bit potato because all he had to record back then was his iPod Touch.
That is potato.
noticed that the trash can first tips slightly forward, then moves back, then crashes over onto the floor. A few bags and suitcases fall over as well for no apparent reason. Cut to 2017, and Steven has now upgraded his video with a new
I think
phone.
you might have called him a rat.
When he hears a strange rattling noise coming from the hallway outside his bedroom, he once again decides to try to record some proof of his paranormal experiences. And this is when things start to get really weird.
Is that in the corner? A mannequin?
No, it's one of those cardboard cutouts.
A picture frame on the wall violently moves and raises up, almost as if it's trying to fly right off the wall. Since this video, Steven says that his grandmother cleansed and saged their home, and for the last 6 years, he's happy to report he's never had another paranormal experience.
That saging, man, it works.
I suppose so. He hadn't had any more experiences, but honestly, the first part could have been a rat in his trash can that tipped it and then it flipped over and knocked other stuff over when it happened, and the other
Yeah,
part...
but the suitcases wasn't even touching that area.
Well, it could have been a
Pushed up
family.
against the wall. A family just of mice.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, the other one could have been fishing line pulling on it. You know, me being the skeptic, I'm always looking for the way that it could happen. Not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying that's how it probably could have happened. So, just glad he's no longer experiencing things, and good for him.
happy for him.
You know, I was going to say he needs to set up cameras just like the guy we watched earlier that had the shadow in his window. I'd be setting cameras up all over my house if that were the case, just to see what I could catch, what I could prove, and how much money I could get off on my rent when I moved.
No kidding.
That's important.
This next creepy video was sent in by Nukes Top 5 viewer Paulus Helander. In his email, Paulus says that his brother was home all alone one night at their farm in Finland. Out the window, he notices that the light in the barn has mysteriously turned on. Paulus says that this strange event has happened many times, but no one in his family can figure out why. Now the farm is in the middle of nowhere, and the man is all alone. But nevertheless, he gathers his courage and goes out to turn off the light. He films the barn as he searches for any explanation as to why the light turned on. What happens next is downright creepy.
Messenger. Don't look in the corner.
Well, I mean, bring a flashlight or something, man. Come on.
Did you see it?
No.
Nope.
A pale, undefined face can be seen staring in through the window of the barn, seemingly watching the man before disappearing into the night. Thankfully, whatever it was seems to have scurried off, and the man returned home unharmed. But what do you think this is?
Crackhead.
Is it something paranormal? Or perhaps something even more terrifying?
I mean,
a real person
crackheads are
stalking
kinda
around the
paranormal.
farm in the middle of nowhere in the dead of night.
A real person. Yeah, that dude there needs to go do a complete 360 of that whole place and check everything, because even though it's in the middle of nowhere...
That's even worse.
Yeah. When he first started walking out there, it made me think of that Mr. Ballin story about the
barn.
Yeah, the Hyper Keflin, whatever it was, that German barn where that guy...
And everyone died.
Yeah, he murdered everybody. And
Yeah, but nobody knows who it was still.
Yeah, that's my point is, you know, you find a head, you need to go out there, you know, first get your pew-pew and go out there and start looking around, because you don't want to be the Hyper Keflin or whatever they were called. You don't want that to happen to you and your family, so Yeah, I would definitely be doing a recon of everything around there.
Hanako-san. A group of friends at a high school in Japan hear crying coming from the restroom during their lunch break. Now in Japan, there is a famous legend of a girl named Hanako-san. This young girl's spirit is said to haunt restrooms in schools across Japan. The group moves in, all of them a bit hesitant to investigate the source of the creepy sound. Needless to say, it did not go
That's
well.
in a girl's bathroom?
Moaning Myrtle!
You just opened the door. There you go. Girls use that? What did I miss?
Doors open.
Go again. The hell?
The girls are just about to leave until they suddenly hear a loud bang and go back for a look. The horrifying, distorted face of a young girl can be seen inside one of the restroom stalls. The group runs in fear, and the video cuts. Now, unfortunately, there's no source to be found for this video. It appeared on the internet as mysteriously as the Japanese legend. So did the girls capture evidence of Hanako-san? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
That's creepy. Her eye went totally sideways.
They look like Beetlejuice or something.
Well, it is time for Beetlejuice to come back, so...
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm gonna call BS on that one. I think they kind of set that one up because...
Japanese are really good at that.
And when you have no source...
Yeah, that's usually a good indicator.
That happened to me. Oh yeah, it'd be on the local news. I mean, there'd be a source.
Oh yeah.
I'd be showing everybody. Like, look, Beetlejuice showed up in the bathroom.
That's 3 times.
I'm gonna mark that one up to BS.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to second that one. Even though it was really creepy and it still made me jump.
Yeah, that was
good job, girls.
That was a good jump scare video, but I'm not buying that one.
The 6-year seal. A girl says that she lives in a spooky house that was built in the early 1800s.
Cool.
She says that as long as she can remember, strange, unexplained things have happened around the home, including odd noises and creepy, unexplained footsteps in the middle of the night. Tragically, the girl's mother passed away inside the house under mysterious circumstances. Soon after, the girl's granddad became convinced that there was something evil inside the home. For unknown reasons, her granddad sealed his bedroom shut, hid the key, and left the house, never to return. The old man's room remained locked off for the next 6 years.
Oh, I'd have to go in
Then
there before
suddenly,
that.
one day the key to the room was found just lying in the open on the living room table, with no explanation as to how it got there. One night, the girl and her friends decide to explore the allegedly haunted house, using a spirit box in
we've
hopes
seen
of
this
getting
one.
some kind of answer from the
It's like
other
it's
side.
scratched.
Yeah.
And that's when things take a very unexpected turn.
If there's anybody with us, can you tell us your name? We don't usually tell you our name.
I can't stand those boxes. The white noise thing.
Oh, y'all heard that. Y'all heard that.
The girl's sister is unaware of what's going on and simply steps out of the shower to go to her room. The group thinks it's a ghost and freaks the out. But things are about to take a much more sinister turn as the 3 friends finally decide to unlock and explore her granddad's 6-year sealed bedroom.
This is just old.
Yeah. Yeah, we have seen this one.
Are you going in? No, I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
I don't feel good. No, I don't. I'm
I
getting
just got so lightheaded.
that.
I just got so lightheaded. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I got lightheaded as soon as I walked in here.
Wow.
You are not welcome here.
Oh, my head's itching. I
If
think
there's
there's
any
lights
spirits
in here.
leave. You are not welcome.
Why is Santa Claus locked up?
That's what's creepy.
Why, Santa, why are you locked up? It could be an object in here.
Yeah.
Did your grandpa ever think about that? Like, it could be an object. You could just burn the whole room.
I mean, not wrong.
In the closet, dude.
Oh, my back's burning.
Is it really?
My back's
Do you have
burning.
scratch marks in it? I don't know.
Oh my god! No, you're kidding!
Stop.
No,
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
scratch marks up your back.
Stop.
No, you do.
Stop, you're giving me anxiety.
Oh my f***ing god!
You're kidding, right? You're kidding.
That's
The
3.
girls are shocked as their friend seems to get scratched by something inside the room.
It took us like 5 minutes to unlock that door. Like it wouldn't open. We went in and immediately I felt lightheaded. Didn't you say you didn't feel good?
Alexis.
Yeah, immediately I felt lightheaded and I was like, okay. Okay, weird. But I was just trying to like play it off, you know, like it's not real. He said that his back was burning, and as a joke I was like, oh, imagine if you had scratch marks. And then he had them. And in the video, you obviously can see there was no one near him.
After this terrifying ordeal, the group believes something is very wrong inside that house. They say that they plan on just staying out of that bedroom. But what do you think is going on here? Could there be a dark entity linked to that bedroom? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I think it'd be too easy to hoax.
I think it could happen. I've gotten scratch marks before, just randomly. So I'm not gonna rule it out.
It's one of those I'd have to be there for.
Yeah, and a lot of these are that way. It'd be more believable if I was there experiencing it with them.
Because they went into it all. I mean, he had the sage.
Yeah.
He was walking around with sage, so they already went into it thinking, "Oh no, it's haunted," which means easily
they're pushing out that energy.
Well, easily they could have gone in with the intention of making a video that is fake. Whatever they're selling right now, I'm just not buying it.
Lost Soul. In Michoacan, Mexico, a photographer named Paco is waiting in his studio for his friend Eduardo to arrive to work on a project. Paco suddenly hears his friend Eduardo outside his open window, talking loudly to someone on the street. Paco checks his security camera to see what's going on, and just watch.
Crackhead.
That's his friend Eduardo.
Eduardo stopped off and did something before he showed up.
Güey, te juro por Dios, güey. Te lo juro por Dios que un señor me preguntó qué onda era la pinera. Te lo juro por Dios, güey. Un señor se me acercó y preguntó, oiga, disculpe, ¿dónde es la pinera? Y por eso le explico, le digo que tenía que cruzar y darle más para abajo, güey, te lo juro. Te lo juro, güey, no mames.
Eduardo swears that a man was asking him for directions, but the security footage shows no one there, just an odd white mist. So did Eduardo have a conversation with a ghost, or a brief mental breakdown? Because he seems convinced.
He does.
So let me know what you think.
I think he had a conversation with a ghost.
I believe he believes he had a conversation. The mind is a crazy thing. It can play tricks on you. Is it a ghost? I don't know if I'd stretch it that far, but...
The easiest answer is usually the right one. It was ghost.
Wow. You can't just go straight to the assumption that it was a ghost.
Why not?
Because there's nothing to go on. I mean, that little white mist, if that were the case, it was cruising. So if he was, hey man, it's over there, man. I mean, I don't know. The mind is a wondrous thing, and I think his mind may have been playing tricks on him. But I will say, I believe he believed it. Whatever he encountered as far as what he thought, he believes it. So I will give him that.
Alice Attic. Amateur paranormal investigator Phil Koch has been posting strange captures from his supernatural explorations for 15 years on YouTube.
I'd say he's gone from amateur to pro for 15 years.
What the hell was that?
You should be Sam and Dean level after 15 years.
Yeah. I don't know if I call myself an amateur after 15 years.
Just crashed right next to us.
Is this the guy that went into the...
I've featured Phil's videos on this channel many years ago.
He went into that, the closet.
The closet with the thing at the that was super hilarious, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it had all the mannequins in the closet.
Something just moved behind me.
Now, on this particular night, Phil and his teenage son are performing a paranormal investigation in the attic of an allegedly haunted house in West Allis, Wisconsin. And things get weird.
On the floor. So.
56? 70? Between.
Without them knowing, a voice seems to whisper, "Go outside."
7.
But what happens next shocks them to their core.
Not the core.
12:30. And I think that it was about an hour since we heard those footsteps coming through here, but I don't know what that was from. What's our average temperature?
It's about 37, 38.
That's why I'm cold. And I'm getting like a 0.2 all the way through the room.
Wait, it's going to 45. There's 50. Oh, I got a 50.
I got a reading here.
Oh! Okay.
I'm out.
I got a reading here.
Okay. I'm out.
Phil and his son have had enough. They just run right out of the attic. But when Phil uploads the video, many viewers claim that they can actually see something sitting in the chair that slides out. But what do you think?
Okay. I'm out.
I know Phil crapped his pants.
Poor kid.
Yeah. The other stuff that Phil posted was pretty good. I mean, he's had some pretty good ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Very interesting.
Stuff that's hard to debunk.
He seems like he's on the level, so if something's a lot of these ghost hunters I just don't buy. I think it's done for views and things of that nature, and I've never had a reason to doubt this guy. He seems
pretty genuine.
He's either a really good actor, which could be the case,
Could be.
or just strange crap happens around Phil. Didn't see anybody in the chair.
No, it's too dark.
Too dark. It could have been a shadow. If there was somebody in there, it's just get in the comments. Let us know what you think on that.
The Wandering Patient. This next video takes place in an allegedly haunted hospital. Now the story goes that the spirit of a little girl who passed away still wanders the hospital halls, unable to move on.
Why her?
Down in the hospital cafeteria, the staff working the late night shift experience something that makes their blood run cold.
A lot of people die in hospitals. Why do they always peg at them one?
Ay, no, no me estar asustando. Yo quiero llorar. Foto, ya está grabando. ¿Estoy grabando?
Ya deja de jugar, niña.
Ay, no, miedo.
Pequeña.
No mames.
Pequeña, que estamos jugando, ven acá. Ya se fue para allá. Se abrieron las de allá.
Se abrieron las dos.
Ya se salió, a lo mejor. Ay, no.
Ay, no.
Nunca me asusto,
no, ya,
pero
ya
mire.
tengo el miedo ya.
Nunca me asusto.
Ay, no mames. No, ya.
¿Qué necesitas, pequeña?
What do you need, little girl? I need some food.
¿Ocupas algo?
Ay, no.
Pequeña. ¿Ya prende la luz?
Now, the hospital night staff all know the creepy story of the little ghost that supposedly wanders the hospital.
I gotta be a girl.
So they watch in terror as the cafeteria gates and automatic door open and close on their own, almost as if someone is walking there. But as the doors close, a small dark figure can be seen walking by the doors on the other side. But whatever it is, it somehow just doesn't trigger the automatic doors. So could the stories be true?
Shadow.
And is the hospital indeed haunted by the spirit
automatic
of a little girl? I leave that up to you to decide.
Okay, so the shadow could have been like an actual person this time, right?
Yeah, they're saying that it didn't trigger the door.
Which is odd.
And then you saw the door open before the shadow went by, so what triggered the door at that point? And what was making those two doors open and close, which, I mean, they're electronic, so it could be manipulated. I don't know.
I don't know.
don't know. I don't like these like that because there's really no. They're easy.
Creepy, yes.
Yeah, but they're easy to manipulate. Do I think the people that were in the video were sincere? I mean,
maybe
they sounded like they might.
Someone could have been pulling a prank on them.
Right.
Gosh, I'm bunk now.
Yeah.
What have you done to me?
Just making you use logic and reason. I mean,
it's no fun.
Hell, the Amityville was an entire hoax. Everything about Amityville was a hoax.
That's
people
hearsay.
Lie. No, it's fake. Even the kids that lived there said it was a bunch of crap. But people still go there even after it was debunked by the people that lived in the home. There's people lived in that home ever since, and they've all said nothing's ever happened. It's totally fine. But we did a documentary on it. You can go to our True Brodown docuseries channel and go watch that one. I was always a believer in the Amityville, and turned out it was total BS. They were selling. I bought for a while, and then I had to sell my stock because Amityville's crap. It's fake.
At least The Conjuring is still real.
Keep an eye out for my Conjuring video that'll be coming soon.
Don't ruin it.
Madison Seminary. Two teams of paranormal investigators decide to explore the allegedly haunted Madison Seminary in Madison, Ohio. Madison Seminary was built in 1847, and over the years the building has been used as a school, a hospital, a mental asylum, and even as housing for the grieving families of men who died in the Civil War.
Fantastic.
With a long, dark history like that, it's no surprise that many ghosts are said to haunt its abandoned halls. So one spirit in particular is said to be that of a very unfriendly doctor who tries to frighten and physically attack anyone who visits Madison Seminary. Now, the team of paranormal investigators has just started to explore the building when investigator Mandy notices something very odd.
You're super red.
What? Am I gonna die?
Wait, what? Come on. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he's super red. Look at that. Oh, sun just came through.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pain.
Oh, what the?
It almost looks like a thumb.
That's weird.
What? It's a rash.
It's a weird spot, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even feel anything. Like, it doesn't feel like anything right now.
No, that's weird.
I guess we'll see if it does start to feel like something.
Turn around again.
So it's burning or something?
I mean, it's so red.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel like anything. It's weird.
Ghost hunter Steve is shocked to discover that a large red mark has suddenly appeared on the back of his neck, but he says he doesn't really feel a thing. So the group continues upstairs where the angry spirit of the doctor is said to sometimes appear. As they record, they capture something that is downright creepy.
Yeah, it was like a male voice down there. It was like 2 or 3 words.
Doctor! Doctor!
It said doctor.
It just said doctor.
Right after we heard a male voice, it said doctor.
Yeah.
So the thing is, he says he doesn't like to be called a doctor because he says he was a surgeon. So people call him a doctor and it makes him angry. So we call him a doctor, usually.
So we call him a doctor
down there.
He told you this?
Oh! Did you hear that? Yeah. I definitely heard a voice coming from down there.
The group hears a male voice coming from somewhere in the attic. But did you see it? Right after the investigators hear a voice and their obelisk ghost box says the word doctor, a small dark figure can be seen running into the attic hallway.
It's a tiny doctor.
The ghost hunters don't even notice the odd figure and only see it once they review their footage later. So
Maybe
did
that's
they
why he's so
capture the
angry.
spirit of the old hospital doctor
Because
on
he's
camera?
Can we
You
say
decide.
that?
You can watch this entire investigation
Say whatever you
over on
want.
the YouTube channel, Ghost
what
Club
they used to do.
Paranormal.
Mini doc.
Mini doc. That should have been a JD and Turk thing.
That's a no.
The mini doc.
Well, they had the big doc.
Hello, citizens! Welcome to Sacred Heart, home of the world's most giant doctor!
I don't like spirit boxes and things that write down. And, you know, it's...
They're useful resources for us paranormal investigators.
I just don't. I just can't, because same with the white noise spirit box machines, where you're putting it on radio frequencies that pick up different transmissions that are all surrounding you, and there are radio towers and cell towers all around you. So yeah, you're going to hear something at some point because you're filtering white noise through a bunch of signals. I just can't get it. I don't buy it. It's too easy for something to filter into those radio waves. It's just, if you understand how all the transmissions and radio waves work, you become skeptical like me.
Caught on camera. Late one night, Claire Mills from Manchester, England gets a notification on her Ring camera that someone is moving around in her front yard. For obvious reasons, Claire is a bit worried, and she immediately checks the camera footage. What she sees sends chills down her spine.
It's crackhead.
In Manchester? That was not a crackhead.
A strange white mist can be seen quickly darting down the driveway before disappearing completely. Claire has no idea what to make of this bizarre figure and wonders if she might have caught a ghost on camera.
That was not a crackhead.
No, it wasn't a crackhead. The fact that it triggered the Ring cam, there's something to it. It triggered off of motion, so obviously the camera saw the motion and triggered. I don't know what that was. I'm more apt to believe in skinwalkers than I am ghosts.
Oh, skinwalkers.
It'd be more believable that it would be some sort of alien form or something from another dimension. I'm more apt to believe something like that than I am I died and I just can't seem to find my way to heaven or hell, so now I'm just going to hang around and run around tripping ring cams and opening cabinets. It's just hard for me to buy that. So I don't know what it was, but it was something. Who knows?
Secret shopper. Security guard Ramirez Rivera is working the night shift on New Year's Eve at a Bodega Herrera store in Torreon, Mexico. The security guard is a little bit bored and records a video complaining about having to work all alone on New Year's Eve.
That's a big bodega.
Suddenly, something very strange happens.
Año nuevo, señores. Feliz año nuevo aquí encerrado. Aquí dando el rondín. Jales, jale. Sin llorar. Ay, güey. Hijo de su pinche madre. Luego se oyó.
That was Buzz Lightyear.
Ni pedo, vámonos.
Mexican style.
Uy. A la chingada.
It was Buzz Lightyear. Okay.
¿Qué chingas trae ese pinche mo?
I was right.
No manches.
Buzz trying to find Woody.
Yeah.
No se oye con sensor, valiendo madre. Vámonos mejor.
And beyond.
Uy. Uy, güey. Vámonos mejor.
Let's get out of here.
After this creepy occurrence, the security guard is a little freaked out, but just brushes it off. But then another night at 3:20 in the morning, Rivera thinks he keeps seeing someone walking behind him from the corner of his eye, even though he's the only person in the store. A little spooked, he decides to record himself as he walks through the store, hoping to catch a glimpse of any mysterious intruder that might be following him. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas madrugadas. No, bueno, más bien, estoy nervioso, asustado. Siempre traigo mi celular a la mano. Son las 3:20 de la mañana, me tocó aquí guardia nocturna, Bodega Herrera. Si se fijan está todo solo. Pero ahorita acabo de ver a alguien allá en la entrada de clientes. Se miró allá por la entrada de clientes, hasta allá hasta atrás. Y no hay nadie. Ya fui a asomarme y no hay nadie. Así lo voy a dejar a ver si pues de pura chingadera se vuelve a ver, ¿no?
What is it?
Y lo vi clarito. Ya lo vi otra vez. A ver si se alcanza a ver. No, me da miedo ir. A eso que se mira ahí. Eso negro que se ve ahí.
Go towards it.
Miren.
It's moving.
Ya se movió. ¡Oh! Está caminando. De hecho, hasta que no manches.
No.
You a big boy. Go check that out.
Tackle it.
Se sigue moviendo. Es una persona. Claro está que... Miren. No,
you are built like a linebacker. Go up there.
Yeah. You're like Junior Seau. Get on
Someone or something can be seen lurking behind the creeped out security guard.
It's got feet and legs. That's a crackhead.
Now, we cut to a week later, and Rivera is back on another night shift when he spots a little girl aimlessly wandering around outside the supermarket.
That would creep me
But
out.
before he can approach her, she simply disappears into the night. Given the late hour and the fact that the little girl was all alone, many viewers have speculated that this little girl could have been responsible for the strange occurrences in the store. Some even suggest that she might actually be a ghost.
Or a person. That looked like a little
So
girl.
now a few months go by and things seem to be back to normal at the store. But then Rivera spots a shopping cart doing something a little weird.
Wheelies.
¿Qué tal, amigos?
Wheelies.
¿Cómo están?
Donuts.
Oigan, estoy en mi hora de comida, pero no van a creer, amigos. Ahorita escuché que se movió el carrito. No lo vi. Escuché que ese carrito se movió, amigos.
Wanted to pop
Se
a
escuchó
wheelie
ese
now.
carrito como si lo hubiera alguien agarrado. Bueno, no sé, a lo mejor son mis nervios. Miren, hasta no sé si se fijan, hasta estoy temblando. Pero sí, clarito escuché que lo movieron, amigos. Clarito.
That little girl wants to play.
Si yo pues no alcancé a grabarlo, obviamente. Pero mire, no manches, mira. Chéquense. Ustedes me van a decir si soy yo, son mis nervios, no sé. Pero mire, no manches. No manches, amigos. Se movió. El carro se movió. Estoy seguro. Se movió, amigos. Se movió.
Our shopping carts
As
aren't
the
that
security guard
happy.
attempts to capture evidence of the shopping cart moving, a soft voice can be heard saying, "Jugamos?" which basically translates in English to, "Want to play?"
Que lo movieron, amigos. Clarito.
So could it be that the Bodega Herrera store in Torreon is haunted by the spirit of a little girl? Or just what is going on here?
Yes.
I leave it up to you to decide.
I don't know. That looked like a little girl. I mean,
Manifestation.
or a little girl.
Or a manifestation. Why would there be a little girl around a shopping whatever
Why, if
place
it was a
at
ghost, would
3:20
it
in the
fall
morning?
on its face?
Huh?
She fell down when it was outside. You saw it fall down and stand back up. That was a little girl. I'm convinced that was not an apparition. That was a little girl. Now, what was in the store that was the shadow? I don't know. I mean,
What was the voice?
I don't know. I mean, I don't have answers to any of that, but
Very convenient.
it's not convenient. Just fact. You don't have any answers. You don't have any answers.
Your being lack of answers is convenient. The convenience of there's a little girl standing outside and then there's a little girl voice that's just, hey, you want to play?
No, I want to play with you.
Yeah, there may be some little girl who lives in the neighborhood that gets
just-
out in the middle of the night because when that was outside, that was not an apparition. That was 100% a person, a little girl.
Or a demon.
You can say it's possessed, but the body, the shell, whatever the hell you want to call it, that was a little girl. I wish he would have gone out there and went like, hey, do you need some help? I mean, what's going on? Big as he is.
Yeah, seriously, like, you were huge and, like, you're scared. That's
Yeah,
so
I mean-
funny to me.
That's a big old boy. And I would have just walked over and like, you need some help with something?
Yeah.
And when the whole thing came out in the front of the store, I would have walked down the aisle to get
Hey.
as close as I could to it to see if I could figure out what it is. Because when you leave things as a mystery, they remain a mystery. But when you want to know an answer to something, go get your answer. Get in the comments, you tell us what you think it is. Interesting one. Only one repeat that I remember. You know, the kids that had the lock 6 years in a house. If I'm in a house for 6 years and there's a door locked upstairs, it's going to be 6 minutes before I
Yeah, seriously, like, I'm gonna bust that door down, find out what's in there.
Papaw didn't want us to go in that room.
Well, I'm
Papaw
going in
ain't
there.
here. Yeah. I don't see Papaw. I'm going to go check that out. What the hell is he
Go
talking
see
about?
what's in there.
Like, share,
Subscribe.
do the thing.
Do the thing.
Until the next time, guys, as always, come at me, bro.
The Brodown is over. Let's bro out.